Hey, what's up guys? Anderson here, bringing a battle replay commentary on Floodplain. My opponent is another 10-star general named Pello. And you guys saw me playing this map the other day. I tried to set up the ninja surprise with staggered ninjas. And I actually got it to work out pretty well in this fight, so I wanted to upload this battle and show you. Pretty good fight. And, because of the ninja engagement early on, it allowed me to, get my matchlocks pushed up and, utilize them effectively. And then by the time the infantry engagement actually closed, his infantry was practically done. But I just want to go ahead and pause this first. So you can see I have these Waco Raiders up front, and the only reason I brought them is because I had 500 extra Koku and I wasn't sure how to spend it. But I went ahead and brought these Waco Raiders, and then I have 3 units of ninjas, 1 staggered behind the Waco Raiders, and then 2 more staggered behind this ninja. So you can see they have a pretty good coverage on their fields of fire. This ninja is covering these Waco Raiders, and then these 2 are covering this one. So if he tries to bring his infantry down and engage them, then I'll have, effectively 2 rows of ninjas behind them that can still throw grenades. And then you look at the rest of my composition, you can see I have 2 Grey Guard. I have a Naginata Monk Cav that has Warcry. I have 5 Katana Samurai. I have a Matchlock Warrior Monk. He's hidden. I didn't move him up with the rest of my formation. It's right here. These guys are pretty expensive now, thanks to the last update, because they have a rapid volley. So these guys are about 1100 Koku now. Before they were 900 and some odd Koku. Oh yeah, you can see I also have 2 more Yari Ashigaru back here. And if you look at my opponent's army, you can't really see the full army yet, but he has some expensive, kind of useless units. He has some Daikyu Samurai and some Bow Warrior Monks. He has Katana Samurai. I'm not sure if he brought any Lone Swords, but he's got Yari Samurai, and I know he has at least 2 Grey Guard Cav. Can't really see his army yet, but you can see I'm advancing these Waco Raiders with the ninjas, trying to keep them in formation and keep them staggered. Let's see what his sword units are. He's got Katana Sams, Yari Sams, more Yari Sams on his flank. Heavy Gunners, okay. I believe he has some Matchlock Warrior Monks as well. So he has Bow Warrior Monk with, what's that, 175 range? That looks vanilla. 175 ranged Bow Warrior Monk, 175 range Daikyu Samurai. He has a Heavy Gunner, and I know he has a Matchlock Warrior Monk as well. But, pretty comparable to my build, except for I have a lot less range than he does. So you can see I actually have these Matchlock Warrior Monks. They're moving very slowly, and I started getting caught up here, so I did not continue to move them on. Now, essentially what would have been better is if I had continued to push these guys up and then got them secretly into position. But I went ahead and sent these Waco Raiders in to go ahead and hit his infantry lines. They're all massed up pretty well up here, and once he sees them, I start running these guys back. I'm not really worried about losing them. I'm just trying to draw him in range of my ninjas. And there's Heavy Gunners go and actually take some shots off. So these first Samurai get in range. Wow, all the way down to 85 units out of 120. And then as soon as those ninjas throw that first volley, I pop the, what is that, the hide button? I can't remember what it's called, but it sends them into hiding so he can't see the ninjas. And then they can go ahead and launch their second grenade volley. And meanwhile, now these guys are out of ammo. I'm going to send them into melee, but now I have my 2 other ninjas staggered back here, throwing even more grenades down. So this ninja is holding up these units, and then I have these 2 back here throwing some more grenade volleys. And they're doing a pretty good amount of damage over here. These units are packed in tight, they aren't in loose formation. And once they run out of grenades, then I'm going to throw them into melee. And these ninjas, they can hold their own in battle pretty well. Look at Vanilla, they have 24 attack, or 25 now, so they got some kills. 9 melee defense, 15 morale. Pretty solid units, and this one is now out of ammo as well. So let's go ahead and look at this. Alright, this Katana Sam is down to 88 out of 120. This one's 100 out of 120. This one is 63, almost half strength. This one is 84 out of 120. Oh, he's got some Bow Warrior Monks that got tied up here in melee. They're 57 out of 75. And this Katana Samurai is 86 out of 120. So that dealt a serious blow to his entire infantry component. And here you can see that I now actually have my matchlocks pushed up. And I'm going to push my Naginata, or my Yari Ashigaru in front of them to screen, just because I know he has heavy gunners coming up as well. So I just get these guys in position, activate their extended range and rapid volley, and I'm just going to let them shoot. Meanwhile, I have these Yari Ashigaru up here to protect in case he tries to rush his Great Guards in. See, one of my ninja units actually came back from routing. Oh no, that's my Waco Raiders actually, my bad. That's 51 out of 120. I guess I lost all of my ninjas, but that's fine. And when I see him start to maneuver these Great Guards out to the flanks, I'm going to go ahead and take my Great Guard and start to send them out as well. I'm going to keep my Naginata Samurai with the rest of my formation because I want to use their War Cry ability. And just check this out. My Matchlock Warrior Monks have already gotten 57 kills. And his guys are looking really beat up now. It's 32 out of 120, 66, 46, 65. And then he's got these bows up here, which they're not going to do a lot of damage. Now I see him rushing these heavy gunners up here and these Matchlock Samurai. My bad, there's some Matchlock Warrior Monks. And I'm just going to switch my focus on them and target those guys. As well, I use these Waco Raiders to tangle up his Great Guard a little bit, so I can get mine out here and get them in position. And you can see I move my spears out to the flanks. So now that he gets these heavy gunners and he's running them over here, I decide to go ahead and target these guys with my Matchlock Warrior Monks. And they don't have very many upgrades. They have 100 range and 42 reload, not too good. And they're pretty much ready to rout. So, you know, they just are not going to be very effective firing into this forest. And they have low accuracy. And then I'm just going to go ahead and switch targets and put my Matchlock Warrior Monks on his Matchlock Samurai as well. He's got one unit of Katana Samurai about to break through. And here you can see the cav engagement on the flanks. I've got my Waco Raiders and my Great Guard engaging his Great Guard. And he actually got some spear support, these Yari Sams, out here with his Great Guard. So I took a pretty bad beating on this side. But, you know, I still have this Naginata cav in the engagement and push him up, got that War Cry off, and now I'm just going to advance all of my Katana Samurais. He's actually trying to snipe my general, which, you know, is fine. Even if I lose my general, since most of my units are Samurai, they won't rout. And then here I go ahead and rush my Great Guard. They won the cav engagement over here. I'm going to rush them in real quick to hit his Matchlocks, and then bring them down here, do these hammer and anvils, get those quick morale penalties in, and rout his infantry. And you can see I'm about to lose this cav battle over here, actually 11 units out of 60, but I got his down to 19. And now I just have what's left of my cav engaging his bodyguard unit. So you can see my bodyguard is down to 16 units, and I've got these Matchlock Warrior Monks back here as well. And, you know, after that it's pretty much cleanup. He doesn't really have anything left to fight me. You know, he does have his general unit and some long Yari Ashigaru, so those are pretty killer. But when I see that I lost the cav battle over here, I'm going to bring some of these, I believe, Great Guard units out to intercept his Great Guard. And you see I also have my spears and what's left of my Matchlocks maneuvering over here to secure my flank. So, you know, it looks like he was going to go for a general kill, but at this point in the battle, it's too late. You can see his units are getting ready to mass chain route, and they're actually going to get caught up on my Yari Ashigaru over here, while my Great Guard come in and intercept them. You can see I finally got these Matchlock Warrior Monks into position, but they aren't really going to get much of a chance to get any shots off. So even though, you know, they're a lot more expensive, they're still pretty effective units. And, you know, I'm just glad I managed to get the ninja attack to work out pretty well this time. But hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.